Hello my dear students, today we are going to discuss percentile. In the previous class we discussed what is median, then I taught you how to calculate the decile. Now we are going to do the percentile. It is more or less same, it's just that the formula, the percentile class. Once again I'll just let me revise this for you all. For median, the median class is going to be n by 2. For decile, the decile class is going to be r n by 10, and for percentile it's going to be rn by 100. Is that clear? So I'm going to explain this using an example. Now the question is, find the 25th and the 40th percentile from the following frequency distribution. The class interval are given as follows. The class interval starting from 70 to 75, then we have 75 to 80, 80 to 85, 85 to 90, 90 to 95, 90 to 95, 95 to 100, then we have 100 to 105, then 105 to 110. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 class intervals, and the frequency that is given is 8, 18, 30, 46, 38, 28, 24 and 8. So only these two values will be given, the class interval and the frequency. So whenever you are to find the median, decile or the percentile, the first column that you are to construct is the cumulative frequency. So cumulative frequency CF. What is cumulative frequency? You have to add the frequencies. The first frequency is 8. So 8 plus 18 will give us 26. 26 plus 30 will give us 56. 56 plus 46 is going to give us 56 plus 46 is going to give us 102. 102 plus 38 is going to give us 140. 140 plus 28 is going to give us 168. 168 plus 24 will give us 192, and finally 192 plus 8, that is 200. So this is capital N. This is capital N. Is that clear? Now it totally depends. Once you get capital N, now what we have to do is we have to calculate the percentile. Sometimes they'll give you to calculate the decile. The formula is more or less same. You just have to find, if they ask you median class n by 2, that is 200 divided by 2 is how much? 100. So 100 means lies between this. So the median lies out here between 85 to 90. So let's see what have they asked you to find. The percentile P25. So P25 you have to find. So in order to find P25, this is what you are going to do. The formula is L25 plus, what was the formula? Rn by 100. So it's going to be 25 into 25n divided by 100 minus CF, cumulative frequency, just above the percentile class, divided by frequency into the class length. So before I calculate this, let me calculate 25n by 100. So what is this? 25 into n is 200 divided by 100. So 0 and 0 gets cancelled, so you get 50. So this is very important. So this 50, you are going to look at the cumulative frequency table and locate 50. So where does 50 lie? Between 26 and 56. So this, you take the greater one, so this becomes the percentile class. That means the answer will be between 80 and 85. Now it's just a matter of time. You just put the values. L25 means lower limit of the percentile class. What is the lower limit? 80 plus, what did you get? 25n by 100 to be, that is 50, minus cumulative frequency just above that, that means 26, divided by frequency of the percentile class, that is 30, into the class length, that is 5. The class length is 5. So it's going to be H25, that means the class length of the 25th percentile. 5, 6, so what do you get? 80 plus, when you 50 minus 26 will give you 23 divided by 6. So your final answer is gonna be, you can, so this is 824. So 6 1s are 6 4s are, so 80 plus 4 is 84. So this is the 25th percentile class. So this is the 25th percentile class. In a similar way, you have to calculate P48. So just go through this. Next, we are going to calculate P48. So I think I can drop this. So the percentile class of the 48th term. So what is gonna be P48 then? P48 will be formula, the lower limit plus, I'm writing the original formula because I've already given you the direct formula, Rn divided by 100 minus Cf divided by f into the class interval. Is that clear? So which percentile class are we looking for? 48. So it's going to be L48 plus R is 48 into N is 200 divided by 100 minus Cf means the cumulative frequency of the percentile class just above the 48th frequency into H. So let us calculate this. 48 N by 100. So it's going to be 48 into N is 200 divided by 100. What is that equal to? 96. Now look for 96, please. Look for 96. Where does 96 lie? Between 56 and 102. So you take the greater one. So this becomes the percentile class. So help me out. So lower limit of the 48th interval is this. So it's 85 plus, you got this to be 96 minus cumulative frequency just above it means what? 56 divided by frequency is 46 into length is 5. So what do you get? Tell me. So you get 85 plus, you subtract these two, you get 40 divided by 46 into 5. You'll get the answer in decimal place. So you get 85 plus, you can cancel, 2 2s are, 2 3s are, 220. So you get 100 divided by 23. So that comes to 85 plus 4.35. So the answer is 89.35. So this is how you calculate the percentile. I'll give you a few questions. To do. So this is going to be page number 726. Page number 726. Exercise 1 subdivision 2. You have to do, you can try question number 4, 6, 7 and 8. In these questions, they have asked us to find the percentile and the decile. So once again, let me repeat this. Page number 726, exercise 1 open bracket 2 subdivision, question number 4, 6, 7 and 8, where they have asked us to find the decile and the percentile. Is that clear? So with this we come to an end of this particular chapter. So since I've got time, I'll start off with a new chapter. The name of the chapter is index number. Is that clear? So next topic is index number. You are bound to get one question from this particular topic. It's a very easy chapter. This is index number denoted by capital I01. Capital I01, index number. Now index number will be calculated by two methods. The first method is called method of aggregate. What is it called? Method of aggregate. The second method is called method of average or relative, average or relative. Okay, now there are two methods. So the question will be, basically we have to find the index number, so either by using the aggregate method or the average method. Average is sometimes called relative also. Is that clear? So the first method under aggregate is called simple aggregate. Simple aggregate. So capital I01 will be equal to summation P1 divided by summation P0 into 100. Now out here, P stands for price, 1 stands for current year, that means this is the price of the current year, divided by summation P stands for price of the base year. So as you can see, 01 index number means we are just comparing the price of different commodities with different years. So we are comparing the, suppose example, the price of petrol in the year 2010 is suppose 50 rupees, and the price of petrol in the year 2020 is 78 or 80 rupees. So we are just comparing the prices of different commodities. So the price with which you are comparing is called the base year, that is 2000, the later year 2010, and the current year 2020. So 0 means the base year, 1 means the current year. So this is called simple aggregate. Next we have weighted aggregate. So out here you simply have to insert the weight, that means summation P1W by summation P0W into 100. So this is called weighted aggregate. So these are the two formulas. For average function, the first formula is simple average or simple relative. The formula is I01 equal to summation I divided by n, where this capital I stands for price relative. What does capital I stand for? Price relative, and the formula is P1 by P0 into 100. You have to calculate the price relative for individual datas. So what is I? Price relative, so P1 by P0 into 100, and the second formula is weighted average. It is I01 equal to summation IW by summation W. So these are the four formulas which we will be using. This is page number 776. Now before I start with the problems, just have a look. So the chapter which we started was index number. This is I01, capital I01. What does 0 stand for? 0 stands for base year and 1 stands for current year. With which year you are comparing? We are just comparing the prices of different commodities using this particular formula. Is that clear? So there are two methods of calculating index number. It will be mentioned in the question itself which formula are to be used. Number 1, the method of aggregate, and number 2, the method of average or relative. It is also called arithmetic mean. Okay, so aggregate, simple aggregate means summation P1 divided by summation P0 into 100. P stands for price, 1 stands for current. Price in the current year, P0 stands for price in the base year. Like I give you an example, the price of petrol in the year 2010 was, let us say, 40 rupees, and the price of petrol in the year 2020 is 80 rupees. So P0 is 40 and P1 is 80. So similarly, 0 stands for base year and 1 stands for the latest or the current year. Is that clear? Okay. So next we have weighted aggregate. Weighted aggregate means the formula will be summation P1W by summation P0W into 100. So this, the left side will give you the formulas on aggregate. So if the weight is given, you have to use weighted aggregate. If the weight is not given, simple aggregate. Next we have average relative. It's simple average, weighted average. So the formulas are here. Capital I stands for price relative, capital I01 stands for index number, W remains constant, it does not change. That's why there is no W0 and W1. So W means weight. Is that clear? So this topic you are going to get in page number 776. 776. Exercise 3. So we will discuss a few questions before I end today's class. So before I start problems on index number, in the previous class we had done median, please go through that, median, decile and percentile. So I was not able to complete percentile, so today I did a problem on percentile where the formula are more or less same. It's just that for the median class the formula is n by 2, for decile class it's rn by 10, and for the percentile class it's rn divided by 100. Is that clear? Okay, so this is question number 16. Okay, so let us start one. So the commodities are given, question number 16, question number 1 from the book, this is 16. Commodities are given, commodities are A, B, C, D and E. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 commodities are given. Their respective weights are given, 40, 25, 5, 20 and 10. Most of the time, please keep in mind, you are going to get this question. 2 years are given, one is 1996 and the other one is 2006. So which is the current year and which is the base year? So obviously this is the latest, so this becomes P1 current year and this becomes the base year. So P1 and P0, this you have to write on your own. So this is 32, this is 80, this is 1.00, this is 10.24, this is 4, this is 1. Okay, in the price in the year 2006, this became 40, this became 120, this became 1, that means it did not change, this became 15.36 and this has become 3. So weight is given, P0 is given and P1 is given. I have to find the index number using weighted average. The formula to be used is weighted average. So the first thing that you are going to do is you are going to decide which formula to use, on the left or the right. So this is average, so you are going to use on the right. So I01, so the moment you hear the word average, keep in mind capital I has to be there, price relative. So weighted is there, so summation IW divided by summation W, this will become the formula, summation IW divided by summation W. So for that, what are the things which I require? I need a column containing I and W. So I'm going to find capital I first. What was capital I? Well, capital I is price relative. The formula is P1 by P0 into 100. So we have to calculate capital I for individual commodities. For the first, I'm going to do it. For the remaining, you all just give it a try. So for the first one, for commodity A, what is P1? P1 is 40 divided by P0 is how much? 32 into 100. So what do you get? You cancel that, you can use a calculator. So out here you are getting 125. In a similar way, this is going to be 120 divided by 80 into 100. What will you get? It seems you are getting 150. So 1 divided by 1 into 100, this becomes 100. Next, 15.36 divided by 10.24. I hope you are understanding how you are getting this. P1 by P0 into 100. This is coming to 150. And the last one, 3 divided by 4 into 100, this is coming to be 75. So you got a column containing I. Now last column is, I need a column containing summation IW. That means I need to make one column where you multiply I and W. So please tell me, what do I get when you multiply I? 125 into 40 will give us 5,000. Next, 150 into 25 will give us 3,750. 100 into 5 will give us 500. Next, 150 into 20 will give us 3,000. In a similar way, 75 into 10 will give us 750. So according to the formula, I need to add summation IW. So the column containing IW, when you add this, you get 13,000. Sorry, 13,000. So the numerator is 13,000. divided by summation W. So do you see a column containing W? Yes. Summation means we need to add them up. So what do you get? 40 plus 10, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95 plus 5 is 100. So divided by 100. So 0 and 0 gets cancelled. So what is the index number? It is 130. So this is how you are going to solve questions on index number. So again, my dear students, the question will be to find the index number. 2 years will be given. The current year, means the latest will be the current, and the old is going to be the base. So that is how you represent the current year and the base year by 0 and 1. Is that clear? P1 stands for price of the current year, P0 stands for price of the base year. Capital I stands for price relative. The formula to calculate capital I is P1 by P0 into 100. So there are four methods. If in the question it is not mentioned, then you can use whichever formula you find it easy. But most of the time in the question they will tell you which method is to be used, and 90% of the times you get this particular question where you have to find the index number using weighted average. That is why I started with this question. Is that clear? So you can just go through the exercise. I have already told you the page number is page number 778. Okay, I'm not sure whether this is 16 because I used the old book. You will just see page number 778, index number. So next class we are going to do one more class on index number, where I'll be solving all the questions on different formulas. Is that clear? So today what we discussed was percentile and index number. So next class I'll continue with index number. Thank you so much.